Hi, I'm Anna Catherine Davis, and I'm 17 years old, and I'm the author of The Gifted. I made this video. I talk a lot with my hands, so I'm just going to go ahead and warn you. My video is about the plot of The Gifted. So basically it goes like this. It's told from first-person perspective of Rose Hawthorne. And Rose is 16 years old when the story starts out. And Rose was born with these gifts that no one can really understand. Like, she spoke her first sentence a few days after she was born. She was doing algebra when she was 2. But what's so crazy about Rose is that she's so beautiful, people go insane when they look at her. And not like, you know, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, I want to be you, but like people claw their eyes out, people cry, people scream. She's so beautiful, it causes insanity. And so when she's 14, you know, she decides that she doesn't want that anymore. She doesn't want a life of idol worship and, you know, not being able to really connect with anyone. So she goes off onto her own into seclusion. And while she's there, you know, she kind of has an interesting perspective on the world because she's removed from it, if you will, and is watching as it declines. But she doesn't know why it's declining. She's just seeing it happen. But one day, about 2 years after she's left the mainstream society and is living on her own, she's approached by an 18-year-old boy named Parker who also has gifts. And he tells her that she is the way she is for a reason. And that's a big deal to her because, you know, her whole life she's just thought that it's a curse. But she finds out that the reason that she is the way she is because she is a part of this order, for lack of a better word, of teenagers currently between the ages of 12 and 25 that all have these abilities that can't be explained. One of them is psychic. Another one of them can shoot a bow and arrow and not miss her target. You know, there's clairvoyance. There's some that can move things with their minds. It's all of these abilities that can't be explained. And the reason that they have these, oh, by the way, there's one of those teenagers for every sign of the zodiac. Rose is a Cancer, Parker is a Leo, you know, it goes like that. But anyway, the reason that they have these gifts is because there's an infestation of the human race. This infestation is virtually undetectable because they can go into a body and then they don't have to hatch. If they hatch into these like giant bugs. And the bugs are fast and they're agile and they're these ultimate like killing weapons. And the Gifted, which is what Rose learns that she's a part of, are the only ones that can defeat it. But while these bugs are inside of the human body, they're virtually undetectable. You can't look at someone and say that that is a bug or that isn't because they look the same. And what Rose comes to find out is this hierarchy inside of them. You know, they have rules, and it's a society within these infestors. And so Rose has to invade, if you will, but invade the invaders. And so the story really is Rose's journey into learning who she is, but also learning about this whole role that she has in this saving the human race. And it's a fun piece for me, and this is kind of off track, but it's a fun piece for me because it plays a lot with two general ideas. You know, one, the appearance versus reality, because Rose is externally perfect, but internally very flawed. She's a very flawed individual. She's moody and sarcastic and guarded, and just her character is very complex, but it plays a lot with, you know, being externally what someone would see as perfection, but internally being very flawed. But then the other part that I really love about it is that all of the characters are so young, between the ages of 12 and 25. I'm 17, so I can tell you, 17-year-olds, we're not very serious 98% of the time. We goof off, we pull pranks on one another, we do stupid things, and the characters do things like that. They are completely silly and dumb, and they're going through first loves and first breakups and best friends and fighting with their friends. It's a lot of that youngness that is that age, but also it plays with the fact that they're in war. They're kids, but they're in war. And so there's a lot of darkness that ties into it, and they're having to grow up before their time, and it's a fun thing for me to write, but it's sad at the same time. So that's pretty much the plot. I'm now wondering if I left anything out because I ramble a whole lot. But anyway, okay. Thank you so much for listening, and I plan on doing some of these videos probably once or twice a week. I'm not very good at deadlines if you read my blog. But anyway, thank you so much for listening, and if you have any questions, email me. Thanks so much. Y'all have a good day.